So last part of the specification, actually going to look at two sections, technology, looking specifically at CAD and CAM and those types of things, and R&D, which stands for research and development. Looking at invention and innovation, I'm sure that you've come across these before, you know, not every product makes it past that invention stage. So invention is creating something new, so a new product, it could be a new process or new materials, whereas innovation is this sense of the commercial exploitation of an invention or improving upon an invention. And most inventions, as I said before, don't make it past that stage. They don't become products, but there are some really successful ones. So here we have James Dyson, and a lovely video there about how he came across the idea of the bagless vacuum cleaner. But we'll go back onto invention and innovation a little bit later. But when we're looking at the types of technology used in operation management, we have a lot of robotics, which you'll probably think about with the production process. And then we have automation, which I suppose is a little bit like robotics itself, but we might have stock control systems, so computer systems doing a lot of the working out behind the scenes. We have communication technology, the internet obviously is very big these days, but also social media is another tool for communication that's growing. And then design technology as well, computer aided design and computer aided manufacturer as well, which will link up, I suppose, with the robotics. So if we look at benefits and problems, probably a bit of crossover here between the Unit 1, so high level of accuracy and quality and precision. It might be more productive than manual labour, and machines, even though they're doing very repetitive tasks, don't get bored. They don't need to be told they're lovely all the time and good job. They don't need a pay rise either. However, they are quite expensive to purchase, especially if it's very specialised machinery. It's expensive to install, and you do have your ongoing maintenance costs as well. They are quite complex as well. If you get breakages, it can shut down the whole production process. Okay, so automation, especially these electronic point of sales machines, the process becomes a lot quicker. It can speed up decision making. You create a lot of secondary market research as well through these types of machines. And it can reduce that staffing costs as well, and you could analyse trends and data. However, again, as with most technology, expensive to install and maintain. Communication, you can communicate with employees in multiple locations easily, and this is especially important with the rise of globalisation and multinational firms operating in many different countries. It reduces time between asking questions and getting an answer, so hopefully reduce costs, reduce decision-making time as well. But the problems you do get with it is information overload, especially with email. I seem to get loads and loads of emails every day, and it's like, there is a book, actually, a really famous management book written at the moment that says that you shouldn't check your emails too many times a day, and you should only check them kind of once in the morning and once in the afternoon, or something like that. I haven't actually read the book myself, but the idea being that lots of people spend ages on emails, actually replying to emails and not doing very much work. And then computer-aided design, so you can really easily adjust models on the computer more easily than what would have been the old technology of drawing them out. You can send them via email to other designers and share the designs as well, and visualize the designs more easily, 3D, you know, kind of software and all that type of thing. And you get a higher level of accuracy, and from the computer-aided design you can computer-aided manufacture it. And you know, I mean, think about the 3D printers these days. They're so advanced, and it's amazing really what you can do. Again though, high cost, and you're going to have to think about staff training. I don't think those are prohibitive problems, but they're just something that you'd need to take into account. Now, we have talked a lot about production and manufacturing, but they can be used for services as well, automation. So we think about self-service machines, and my students were talking about internet banking today as well. So don't just think that automation or it only applies to manufacturing. There are applications in service sectors as well. So this was a question from ages ago. Outline the advantages of CAD to a car manufacturer. 4 marks. So here's the mark scheme. Lots of nice points there. If you want to read through that, just pause the video now. But there's some great points that you can make. Okay, so coming back to innovation and invention, so research and development is looking at innovation and improvement and invention, and it's trying to bring together invention and innovation and making it work. And this is nice to do as the last section of the course because it actually links to the first section you'd have done as Unit 1, which was the product life cycle. So you've got this development stage, and this is where research and development happens. But be careful, really, this is very important. R&D is not market research. R&D is testing the product, it's developing the product, it's building prototypes. It's not finding out about customer needs and wants necessarily. You may do some market research once you've got the product, but R&D specifically is not technically market research. It is a form of research, but it's not about the kind of customer needs. I suppose it's like product research, really. You're finding out and developing a product. So the benefits of it, you might come up with new products that have no competition because they're completely new inventions. So you can sort of have a monopoly market and can command a really high price. You may be able to patent or patent it and sort of protect your idea, and again charge a higher price. You may find new processes or new machinery, so it's more efficient, your production process, and you get a lower average cost. If you're always known for bringing out new innovative products, maybe like Apple, that creates a very positive brand image for your company. And it probably is quite motivational as well, being quite adaptable to change and bringing out new processes or new products. That can be quite motivational for the employees. It gives them a chance to be creative and maybe self-actualize, as Maslow would want them to. But it also gives them a feeling of kind of things progressing and things changing as well. However, it can be expensive. There's a very high failure rate. Most products don't make it out of the development stage. You may not make the money back, as with Concord. There's nice videos on YouTube actually about Concord and development of it, but it didn't. As far as I know, it didn't make its money back. So great invention, not so great commercially though, and you may get industrial espionage. I love that word. So spying and stealing ideas, and you kind of lost investment. This is why research and development facilities are often very protected buildings. So just a bit of a brief overview and history. Research and development in the UK, we're quite strong at it actually. We've got a bit of a competitive advantage over it, I would say. And the government do help businesses with this, so through grants and subsidies and tax relief. And they do this because we're good at it and it provides jobs for our economy. And if a business is very successful, they earn lots of profit, they might pay lots of corporation tax, and that's tax revenue for the government. And also we can export these products and bring more money into the country as well. So here's a past paper question. Explain with examples from the same paper actually, as I showed you before, the benefits to a business of investing in research and development. 6 marks. And have a look at these points. I'm not going to clean it for you, but sorry, I'm not going to clean it for you. I was reading this Dyson backless cleaner when I said that. I'm not going to read it for you. You can pause the screen and read it yourself. But here we go. You should have covered all of Unit 2 now, so well done and good luck for your exams.